Okay, let's see if we are live. I see some folks in the chat tonight. Let's see. Let's see. Okay, I think we are live. Fantastic. Well, welcome everybody back to another fabulous bling party. I'm so thrilled for all of you guys to join us tonight. Now, I know we're moving from our regular night just temporarily. Last night I went to the Rocky Horror Picture Show, something I really look forward to and I've done for over I think 10 years now. I've been going since college to this particular showing, and I'm pleased to say that I won the costume contest, which was a big deal for me. So we temporarily moved our sale and we are here tonight, but then we'll be back to our regular time slot, which is, of course, very exciting. And of course, with all of the pieces that we have tonight, we have some of my mom's pottery, and I see Mom in the chat tonight, which is very exciting. Yes, let's do the time warp again. Thank you so much, Debbie and Greg. It was a really fun evening, and I'll have to show you my costume. I went as Eddie, and I think Eddie came out really well. This is our group of people that live in the apartment, and there's my Eddie costume. I'll be posting it on Instagram so you guys can get a better look. But it took me a little while to get all of that together, and Angela was such a big help. She usually moderates for us. She's in the chat. I see Angela there. She's the one that helped me come up with all of the elements for the costume, and then I see in the chat Mom too. She helped me paint the back of the jacket, so we got it all configured, which is wonderful. And that's great. So it's a big win for, I'd say, Angela and Mom too, because they helped out, and Jeffrey, who did some of the other detail work. It was a collaborative effort. Now, tonight we have a little bit of a different sale. Nate is under the weather, so he won't be joining us tonight. So if all of you guys could do me a big favor and leave Nate some really special and wonderful comments down below in the chat, and also when this video renders and posts, if you could go back and maybe leave some messages just to boost Nate's spirits a little bit, that would be wonderful. We sure miss Nate, and we're really looking forward to having him back at our next sale. So tonight you get just me, and we have some fun things. We've got some real sparkly brooches, some fun brooches, whimsical pieces, Mom's pottery, and of course postcards. We have a lot of fun things. I see Ravens in the chat tonight, so welcome. So glad you're here. And we see Greg in the chat. Welcome in, Greg. And Debbie, welcome to you, Debbie. So glad you're here. Angela, our wonderful moderator, she mods for us on Saturday nights and does Pam's sale and everybody else in the community. So Angela, we're so grateful to you. Really, we couldn't do this without you, and I appreciate you being here. Amy is here. Welcome in, Amy B. Got some postcards for you tonight. Let's see. Fancy Panda, long time no see. Welcome in. I love your name change. That's very cool. So glad to have you. Let's see who else is in the chat. Willie Joe is here. Welcome in. Nate, you must be over the weather, not under. That's a great comment. Yes, we do miss Nate, his historical knowledge and vast expertise of jewelry and vintage items. Yes, that's true. Nate is the best. Hello, Noreen Hoffman. So glad to see you here. Signing in from Oak Harbor. Oh, I always have wanted to go to Oak Harbor. That sounds wonderful. Noreen, glad that you're here. Desert Gal Kim is tuning in. Welcome in. Yes, Nate needs to get better soon. Thank you guys for all the kind and wonderful messages. I think that will really be a big boost to Nate. Let's see who else is in the chat tonight. I think we've got more people filtering in, which is wonderful. We'll start things off tonight with a giveaway. And of course, I do love doing the mystery giveaways. They are my favorite because I love that little bit of happy mail that you guys get when you open your package and you don't know what it is, but it's a fun surprise themed to you. So we'll kick things off with the giveaway tonight. Now, I'm doing the giveaway just a little bit differently since I'm by myself. And I think it would be fun if, let's do it this way. Actually, the way Nate does it is very efficient. I was thinking of something and then I realized that this probably wouldn't work. Okay, let's just do the way that we normally do it because I think it's going to confuse people. I was going to have you put your favorite brooch maker in the chat, but never mind. Let's just do it this way. Okay, so I'm thinking of a number between 1 and 40, and whoever gets that number first will win our mystery giveaway. So good luck, everyone. Between 1 and 40 is the number range. Hi, Rosemary. Welcome in. Glad to see you guys here. Sharon Spencer is here. Welcome in. Welcome in. Okay. Now, let's see. Between 1 and 40 is our number range. And I see people already guessing in the chat. Oh, I see the number right up at the top. The number was 4, my all-time favorite number, and it goes to Rosemary. Congratulations, Rosemary. You won our giveaway. So I'm going to write you down here. Rosemary Jolly. Congratulations. Okay, very exciting stuff. All right. Yay. Now stick around because we do have 2 other giveaways this sale. So we have other opportunities for you to win some wonderful prizes tonight as our mystery giveaways. So congrats, Rosemary. You are our first winner. And I want to welcome in Annette Fain. I just saw you in the chat. And I think, am I missing anybody else? I think, Karen is here. Welcome in, Karen. The chat has changed. I see all the @ symbols now. That must be something new that YouTube is doing. So welcome in, Joe and Dennis. Team Dennis is here. Welcome in, Dennis and Mike. So glad you're here. Hope you had a fun night last night. Dennis went out and did some fun things with friends. I was emailing with Dennis. So I hope you had a good time. Perla's Precious is here. Welcome in, Perla. Glad that you're here. And I think that's just about everybody. Okay, so I'm going to run through the rules of the sale quickly. I think all of you guys are our longtime veterans and you know what's up, but just for all of our new friends in the chat, here we go. We've got items tonight that you can claim. And if you'll send the following information to my email, that's katie@katiescreations1.com. I do need your real name, your YouTube name, your shipping address, and PayPal email. That way I can get you an invoice and a shipping quote. All the items that you're seeing on screen are shipping from Florida tonight, so be able to give you a great combined rate. Now, there is some challenges with shipping overseas. So if you don't live in the United States, I will do my best to ship to you. Normally, I say we can ship anywhere in the world. The pirate ship ships. Just know that it's going to cost a little bit extra than our friends here in the States, but there has been some things being returned. I ordered some things from England that I never got, and I'm working with the seller right now to figure out how to get them because they've been, I guess, seized or taken or something at customs. So there's some weird stuff going on with shipping right now. So I'm a little leery of shipping overseas. And then our friends in Canada, I think there's still a UPS strike. So I'm following all of that very closely. Thank you to all of our friends from Canada that has been keeping me updated on what you guys know about that. That's been very helpful for me as a seller. Also, there are some lag issues. As always, I wish I could magically take those away, but do make sure that you go ahead and switch on over to live chat if you are on a computer, and all messages if you are on a cellular device. Not quite sure why Top Chat exists, but it shouldn't because it just is kind of useless. Okay. Also, when bidding on an item tonight, you will see yourself first in the chat. You are closest to your own internet, so refreshing often will make sure that you are up to date with the feed. All the bids that we place tonight are a true bid, and you can, in fact, outbid yourself on our sale. We do not do just in case at all, so be aware of that. Okay, I think we're all caught up with everything. Thank you, Angela, for putting my email in. Angela is our moderator who will be helping out tonight, so do look out for her. She'll be the one putting in the starts and the stops. I literally could not do this sale without Angela. We say this every week, but it is so true because I have a lot to keep track of on my end, and then having Angela also here to help out is wonderful. Yeah, it's very difficult right now to order, Rachel. I ordered a slingshot actually for my costume for Rocky Horror because Eddie wears a particular vintage slingshot, and I found one at a good price. They're kind of hard to get because I think they were melted down during the war when a lot of England had things that you could donate metal to, like scrap metal donations to help the war effort. And so a lot of kids donated this slingshot. And so it literally, there's not a lot of them and they're hard to find. And I had no idea that there was like a giant slingshot collector's market, but there is. So the prices of these things can get crazy. But I ended up finding a seller that had a good deal on one because it was slightly damaged. It didn't have its string, which was perfect because I was going to make it into a costume anyway. So I bought it for a great price. So excited about it. And when it got to the border, they wouldn't let it in. And I think because it probably was listed like as a weapon, but then I also ordered some tins from my buddy in England who I've literally bought so much from. And he's shipped stuff to me and we trade stuff, you know, he's great, Peter. And he told me today that he was sending me a little gift. And I knew this gift was coming from him and it literally got returned to him. So I'm like, and it's a tin, a vintage confectionery tin. So I don't understand what's going on, but I know there's something. So yeah, it's all of that craziness. Hi, Nettie. Welcome in. So glad you are here tonight. Welcome, welcome. Okay. Seeing young Frankenstein on the big screen was magical. I did, Dennis, and I won the costume contest. I showed this earlier, but I'll give it a quick flash again so you can see. This was all of our crew that went, and there's me as Eddie. So I was very excited to win. I know for a lot of you guys, you can't understand how much of a big deal that was to win, but I've been going to this particular showing for probably over 10 years, and it's a very hard costume contest to win because there's so many of each character, and the crowd is a very tough crowd to win over. So I've gone as several different characters over the years, and I put in a lot of effort because I love the creativity of it, and I've just never won. And of course, I don't have to win to have a good time because I just love the show in general. But the fact that I finally won after 10 years on the 50th anniversary of Rocky Horror was just like, it was perfect. It was such a cool thing for me. So I won a t-shirt, nothing big, but just the satisfaction of winning and being up there with all my fellow Eddies was very cool. Okay, let's see. I did, Rachel. I've been working for a while on it. Hi, Poodle. Welcome in. And we do have a message tonight, folks, from the alleyway. Poodle has sent a message through that I would love to read to you all. So Poodle told me that tonight in the alleyway, she will be stocking Way hand knit leg warmers. He has mastered the art and woven into each pair a bit of Nate's hair. He has collected specimens from each part of his scape to intertwine into the yarn. Prices reflect the area. I'm so proud to announce this merch. You can buy a bit of him and then love Poodle. So we've got Poodle in the house tonight, running the alleyway, doing a great job with some specialty merchandise. Hi, Christy. Welcome in. Welcome in. Delbert. Hi, how are you doing? Proud American. You won a costume contest one time and it was so much fun. Yeah, it's just so fun, especially when you've been working so hard on something. I must have rewatched that clip of Meatloaf in Rocky Horror like thousands of times because I was trying, it's from the 70s. So the screen grabs of him is not really great. There's not clear pictures of how his costume looked. So I kept trying to rewatch it. I'm like, oh, what about this detail? What about that? And it just kept evolving. So it was a whole thing. Okay, so since we went over the house rules, I think we are ready to kick off the sales. Yeah, I don't know when they started doing that, Nettie, but it kind of has thrown me off a little bit. That's true. I think the hardest part really of the Eddie costume was trying to figure out the details and definitely finding the boots. The boots were really hard. And Angela knows this because she looked at the boots with me and we were trying to figure out they're like part cowboy, part Santa boot, part motorcycle. So it's like three things happening and they're colored. They're like green on the side, which you can't get exactly movie accurate because of course, uh-oh. I'm seeing an ambulance outside. I hope my neighbor's okay. Um, she has seizures, so I do get worried. But anyway, that is what is happening. So Nate is not feeling well tonight, so he'll be joining us back next sale. So if we can send some well wishes to Nate, that would be fantastic. Just leave a nice little comment for Nate in the bottom of the description box when this video posts, or you can put it in the comments now, but we'll send Nate some well wishes. Okay, I think we're ready to start things off. Now, tonight I have an array of various brooches and fun themes and lots of sparkles. So we kind of have some unique pieces tonight. The first piece that I wanted to bring up for sale, I think is really cool. And this is starting off at $15 in the chat, Angela, if you could please. This is a wonderful little brooch. I think it's from the 80s, but it is so whimsical and so cool. I know we have a lot of guys in the chat, so I thought this would just be perfect for girls can rock this brooch, absolutely. But great if you're wanting a non-sparkly dude brooch. The wheel of this bicycle actually spins, which I think is so cool. It's almost like the best fidget toy in the whole world, and it's a penny farthing bike. Now I love penny farthing bikes because the history of them has a lot to do with the coin itself and the size of the wheels. So if you look up penny farthing, they're a pretty cool bicycle. I don't know who made this. It's not signed, but this is definitely from the 80s. It's not super vintage, but it's got a lot of cool design to it. And I love having novelty brooches in my collection that aren't necessarily sparkly, but just kind of fun and themed. So this is what it looks like on. It's actually perfect on this shirt that I think. It's just really, really fun. So this is starting off at $15. And it's just a fun gold tone piece. I'll give you the measurements. That's what it looks like on Vanna White. And this measures 2¼ inches in size. So it's a really good size brooch. And I just love the shine and the details. Welcome in, Christy. I don't know if I said hello to you. I'm glad you're here. You can see how pretty the swirls are on the metalwork on the bicycle. Okay, let's get this on a postcard and start this guy down. Count this guy down, I should say. Ooh, let's put it on this kind of fun, like Victorian lady. Why don't we do that? I think that would be great. So we'll put this on the side of her. I love that the wheel spins. I think that's really great. If you have a grandkid or a child in school, this would be a wonderful way to personalize their backpack, I think, because it's just so cool. All right, I've got you, Poodle, at 20. Let's start the countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bid end. Just a great little brooch. It really does fit that bag so well. I know the shape is really good. I agree. A lot of times when you get things, sometimes they're so kind of whimsical that you can't tell what they are. So I love that. I see that sold, and that is going to Poodle. Congratulations, Poodle. Thank you so much. You're going to love that. That's a great brooch. Okay. Now, my next piece is a wonderful little piece from the 1930s. I believe it's from the 30s. Of course, Scotty dogs were incredibly popular then, and with the president having a Scotty dog and all of the time. And we all love Fala. If you don't know Fala, that was the president's dog. That was the famous Scotty dog. And Scotty dogs were literally on everything. So this brooch is from that time. I do believe it's a Bakelite or some type of early form of plastic. And guys, this brooch is just adorable. It is so 19 kind of, well, it's from the 30s, but it's so like 50s Scotty dog, poodle kind of classic to me. It's just great. This is 2 inches in size, and it is starting off at $18. And I was so pleased to find this little guy because oftentimes I find these Bakelite pieces and they are just way out of pocket for me. And I love Scotties. I think they are incredibly classic. They are that fun little bit of history. You can always introduce him as Fala and see if people know what you're talking about. It's a great little piece of trivia. Also, it's just fun. Like, he is great. He's got a little rhinestone eye, and this is what the back of him looks like. Somebody made him. He's just great. He's absolutely great. He has the C clasp on the back. And he's a fun little piece to throw onto any outfit that you've got on, but he would look especially classy with black and white, which I love. Look at him on this handbag. Like, how absolutely adorable is he? We all love dogs, and yes, I do believe that he is Bakelite. I did the rub and sniff test, and he does smell a little bit like formaldehyde. If you know, you know. And he's definitely an early form of plastic. I believe that he is Bakelite. So he's fantastic. He's got a Jimmy eye. He's just got so much personality. And he is so, so cute. So let's see if I have a postcard for him. I actually have a postcard that I'm selling tonight, and maybe I'll put him on here. I've got a little doggy postcard that I just think is so adorable that I wanted to bring. So I'll go ahead and put that, I think, with the dogs. So we'll put it on this one. I'm not selling it with the postcard. You get just the brooch, but I will be bringing this postcard later on. Was there ever a cat brooch era? Heidi, I would think in the 50s you'd see a lot of cats, but you tend to see more poodles. So that's a good question. Maybe the cats aren't seeing as much. Yeah, cats I would say were more mid-century, like 50s, 60s, because you see them, in those cat decanters. The Siamese cats are really big in that. It's that mid-century art with the little stones. I can't think of the name of that at the moment, but cats were featured, so I think so. But that's a great question about brooches. Okay, let's start the countdown on this cute little guy at 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bid end. Yes, those mid-century looking cats, Angela, exactly what I was referring to. I think you know. But in brooches, I do have several mid-century cat brooches that actually belong to my grandmother, which are cool. So I wear those around Halloween. And I think that goes to Rachel. Congratulations, Rachel. That brooch is coming to you. I am glad you got that. That is just a whole lot of happy in a brooch. I absolutely love dogs. You can't go wrong with a Scotty dog. Just great. Okay, now my next brooch, before I bring some postcards, is this fabulous brooch. And I gotta say, I was extremely pleased. Hi, funny girl. Welcome in. I was so excited to get this brooch because it is absolutely gorgeous. And I've had this, I'm not kidding you, probably about a year. And every time I look at it, I keep putting it back in the drawer because it's that same thing Nate and I talk about all the time, where we get something and we're just not sure we can sell it because we're not absolutely positive that we'll see another one. And we're like, oh, but maybe we would want this for ourselves. So I'm finally bringing this because I like to bring the quality, you guys know. And this one, perfect condition. There is not a single thing wrong with this brooch. Somebody loved this so much that they took insane care of it. And this is a Kramer brooch, and it is starting off at $48, which if you know anything about Kramer jewelry, they are kind of the equivalent of Weiss or Eisenberg or any of these better pieces back in the day. And they just made the best brooches with the best sparkle. So this is a fabulous dangle brooch made by Kramer out of New York, an incredible name in vintage costume jewelry, very collectible. And online, this would probably go for much more. Definitely in the antique mall, I've bought some Kramer pieces for myself that have been well over $80. So this is an absolute bargain. I love the cascading waterfall effect of these beautiful stones. They've done a great job here mixing in the rounds with these baguettes. You can see down the middle and then the marquise at the bottom, the pear shapes at the top. Look at the puddling on the back, y'all. This is absolutely shiny, gorgeous, and you can see the mark right there. Kramer of New York, just gorgeous. The movement on this is just everything. You can see, oh, on this Western shirt, I'm kind of wearing a Western shirt today. That is so fun. It looks like Western fringe. I think it's just absolutely spectacular, this one. And we'll get it on white here so you can see how it really kind of cascades down. I want to get this straight. Sometimes it's not always straight, but there you go. You can see just how absolutely gorgeous this is. It is light blue with that teal-y color, and then you can even see the way they've done this is amazing to me because you get this dimensionality right here, which I don't know if it's showing, but these pieces aren't completely integrated into the back. So you have the, let me take this off so you guys can see it because you might be able to see it from the back. You have these pieces which are flat, and then these pieces which kind of cascade into the back. So there's like this little bit of dimensionality right here where stuff is tucked underneath, which what a great design for all of this insane layering that's going on here. Oh, it's honestly, it's fabulous. This is something that I was going to keep personally in my collection, and I just love it. It doesn't have any glow to it, but it's definitely got some great colors. The light and the teal-y blues, perfect for winter time. Great at the collar if you want to do it that way, because I think buttoning it up and having it kind of at the collar. You could do this with cowboy boots, make it kind of a Western style. Put it on your Christmas tree. I mean, just look how fantastic that would be. So I know this is a little bit more spendy, but guys, let me tell you, if you're looking for a collector piece or a Christmas gift, this honestly would be just fantastic for you. So let's go ahead and get this on one of my vintage postcards, and then we will start the countdown on this guy. I love this brooch, and I'm just hoping that it will go to a good home. Let's see here. What do we want to do? Oh, let's put it on this forget me, this postcard here. I know it's not Easter, but honestly, the colors are just so perfect for this brooch. So we're going to get it on this postcard here. Oh my gosh, that's gorgeous. Look at that. Let's start the countdown here. Perfect for winter as well, getting into those silvery, beautiful blues that we've got coming up. Okay, so hi Monica Gear. So let's start the countdown. This is starting at $48. And here we go. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bid end, guys. All right, let's see who picks that guy up. Wonderful. This is a fantastic brooch. All right. I see that sold there. Okay, and it looks like that is going to Funny Girl. Congratulations, Funny Girl. You are getting that insane Kramer brooch. That is beautiful. Funny Girl, I do believe that I have your information, but if you wouldn't mind sending it to me again, just so I've got it top of my feed, that would be great. Angela's been helping with everything in the chat tonight. Oh, I had to switch my email. Hang on, let me add that back into here so you guys have it on screen, as well as Angela's great work at putting it in the chat. Let's see. Whoop. Okay. There, we got it back on screen now. Thank you so much, Funny Girl. Okay, now my next item, we're going to switch it up a little bit. I've got some brooches, don't worry, coming, but let's do some postcards because I think these are so much fun. All of the postcards tonight that you're going to see, we'll kind of speed round through these, with the exception of 2, are starting at $5 tonight. And what we'll do is if there's more than one bidder, then we will let people have some chance to bid on it, and then I'll count it down. If after a few seconds I don't see more than one person, then we'll go ahead and sell it at $5. So I've got a mixture of postcards tonight, and I think they are going to be so much fun. So I am going to start with some pretty postcards. Some of you guys asked if I could bring postcards that were similar to the ones that we hold up on sale, and I do have a little collection of fun postcards. So this first one is a happy birthday postcard. It's got the scalloped edges with the little gold detail, beautiful roses, pretty little girl and her train set out in the garden. This one was written on, but I can't quite make out what the writing was. It was not postmarked, but this is so much fun. And I love the scallop detail, and I think the roses will go really, really well, of course, with any brooch collection. Just popped right on the corner. You can do so much with these. I frame these up and use these as art, and they make fantastic art around my house that doesn't cost a whole lot of money, which is great. So let's go ahead and start the countdown. But before I do, Monica, Nate's under the weather tonight, so we won't see him. But if you can leave a kind message for Nate, just a little get well to boost his spirits, that would be wonderful. Okay, let's start the countdown here at 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And bid end. Oh, yes, they're great on your dresser so that you can enjoy all the images, because the images really just make me happy. I know they've come back into style, and I'm glad to see it, Heidi. I'm glad to see more people doing it. Okay, let's see where that one is. And I think that is sold to MJ. So congratulations, MJ. That one is headed to you. Okay. Now, the next postcard that I have up this evening is, let's do a fun one. I've got a whole series of these kind of funny, sweet, little, just unique cards. And this one was postmarked in 1924. And this is a fun series of postcards. And this one says, "The sweets of life are never within our reach unless we rise to the occasion." It's this little girl showing her bloomers, standing on like books, pots, pans. I love it. This one's so fun. It has this kind of Art Nouveau postcard back, which I love. It was sent from Monterey, and this one has a cool stamp, and it says, "Help prevent," I think it's forest fires. Now that's a cool piece of history right there. Look at the handwriting. Miss Clove Walters, Exchange Street, Rochester, New York. And the person just puts, "Oh boy." I love this postcard. so much. The writing, look at that hand. They don't teach penmanship like that anymore. This is just so good. Okay, we'll go ahead and start the countdown here at 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bid end. Okay, we'll see who gets that one. And it looks like, I think MJ is taking that one. Oh, sorry, Dennis, you're just after the sold. I think that's going to MJ. Now, Dennis, I see you, and you did request some Valentine's Day postcards. So I have a lot of Valentine's Day postcards. Now, I do want to be transparent with these. They are not vintage. Well, they're vintage, yes. They're from the 70s, but they are not from the 1910s, 1912s. But I think they're wonderful, and I wanted to bring a lot of them. So this is actually the best deal, I think, of the wholesale. This whole lot is starting at $5, and you are getting all of these wonderful postcards. And these you could actually send to people if you want to, because they're vintage, but they're not antique. So they're not something you're worried about messing up. So I love these, and I think they're great for crafting. They're great for a whole slew of fun things. So you're getting all of these. And this one says a Valentine's Day message. This is what it looks like. None of them have been written on the back, but they do give you the little history. And I like the Cupid on the back, so you could display either side. Then you'll get this one that says, "To my Valentine," with this heart and another Cupid. And that's really beautiful on the back there. They can have another little Cupid. This one says, "With love and devotion, bought a ring for 40 shillin', which thou mayest wear if thou art willin'." I love this one. And then there's the back. And then you'll be getting this one as well, which says, "A message to my Valentine. Love is blind, yet love can see that my heart belongs to thee," with this blind Cupid, which I just think is adorable. So you'll be getting this whole little lot of Valentine's Day, guys, for just $5. I see you, Dennis, so we'll go ahead and start the countdown here at 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bid end. We'll see who that one goes to. All right, I see you, Mike, in there. I just thought it would be fun tonight to bring a few more postcards. I know a lot of you guys like our postcards and enjoy seeing them with the brooches, so I thought this would be a fun opportunity to hang out and show you some of these. Let's see. Dennis, I see you. Those are headed your way. Excellent grab, Dennis. I think you'll have a lot of fun with those. Okay, now I do have some Christmas postcards tonight. That was another request that I did receive. So I'm going to bring some Christmas ones. This one is more of a winter postcard, actually, but I think it's just adorable. This one was postmarked 1907, and it has a really cool stamp on the back. And this is starting at $5. There's also writing on the front. Because earlier postcards that didn't have the line, you were not allowed by law to write on the back. So people would actually write on the front, and then the backs were blank. So this is a great example of a postcard that doesn't have the line. And you can see that really cool stamp there. I love it. This was mailed out of Pittsburgh. Yeah, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, which is very cool. There's two postmarks on it. And then I love the bears. They're so happy. You get one bear's flying off the sled, and his hat's just going, wee. I love that so much. And then the winter scene, and then you've got your note on the bottom, which I don't know if I can read this. It says, "Has to, failed to a little prince I think it says Prince. So I'll tell you a story. Something about being good in the bottom. So I'm not quite sure what this says, but I think it's fun. Um, so I love this very much. So we'll go ahead and start the countdown on this guy. Postcards do have an interesting history. I'm going to count down from 10 since I think that would work a little faster for the postcard. So here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bid end. Such a fun little guy. I love him. Whee! He's losing his socks too. His socks or mittens or something is just going off. Yes, sledding in Missouri. I remember as a kid going sledding for the first time, and we didn't really have like a dedicated sled. We had visited my grandparents and it was just snowing randomly, and that was a big thing for us kids from Florida, you know. So my dad got a cardboard box and we went down this little hill in the back of my grandparents' house in Missouri, going down the hill, and that was the most fun, I tell you. It was great. Way to go, MJ. You are getting that happy little postcard with the bears, which I just love. That one is so fun. Now, let me find it on my list here, and then we will get you that one. Let's see here. Well, there we go. Okay, MJ, that one is coming to you. All right, now I've got another fun Christmas one, Christmas inspired because it does have some holly and then the winter theme, but this is so cute. This one doesn't have a postmark on it, but it comes from New York and it says a joyride. And this one's so cute, a joyride, and it says, as time goes on, may it bring to you increasing happiness. And you've got this little Cupid-like figure riding on a cuckoo clock, which I just love. Or maybe it's not a cuckoo clock because it's got it's just a grandfather clock type thing. And it says, I miss wishing you a happy new year again from Mr. and Mrs. J. Hunter, I think, is what's on the back of this guy. And it's got the Pink Perfection Company out of New York with that flower on the back. Really cool postcard. And I love the imagery on this with the little girl just having the time of her life, a complete joyride. All right, we'll start the countdown at 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bid end. We are missing Nate tonight. That is so true. All right. Let's see who's going to get that little guy. That is just the cutest little postcard. It is adorable. I love these. You know, I kind of was thinking that I would like to make a book because you can get these postcard sleeves, but like bigger, and have a binder of them somehow, like on my table where I can just flip through them. I was talking with Amy, who is floating around, I think, in the chat, and she loves to just go through her postcards. And she bought a collection of postcards from a girl that would write back and forth to her family. She was away in boarding school, and she kind of feels like she's adopted this girl and gotten to know her story through the letters and these postcards. And I just think that's such a cool concept. Dennis, congratulations. That is coming to you. You are going to love that, Dennis. That is a great one. Okay, I also have another Christmas postcard because we're going to just continue the Christmas theme. Let's see, I've got it here now. This one is, now all of these, if I didn't point it out, might have, a little wear on the corners. But these are, older. And this one is from, let's see. This was just sent December at 12 p.m. This is a Tux postcard. Merry Christmas. It's got the old world Santa, which I think is cool. I love the face on that girl. She's like, oh, Santa. And then you got all the toys. Look at the little bear on the bottom. And it says a Merry Christmas in the gold, which I love. This is a Tux postcard. I do know that when the stamps are put on different ways, they do have certain meanings. So this might have had a meaning, or it could have just been someone putting on a crooked stamp. but this is starting also at 5. And this is heavily embossed, this one as well. Hi, KP Gunther. Welcome in. Okay, so we got this guy starting at 5. And I love the holly and the silver, the way that the gold is there. And then the holly's kind of, it almost looks like it's pierced through the card the way that they've done this. So let's see, there is a bit of a lag. So we'll go ahead and wait. Oh, I see MJ in there. So we'll go ahead and start the countdown. Yes, Raven. Someone in the chat, and I'm sorry I don't remember who. If you're here tonight and you told me about this, please say it might have been Amy B, but someone told me that if the stamps were upside down, like it meant I love you. There was different coding with the stamps, and I haven't really done a lot of research on it, but I think it's fascinating. I knew about the lines on the postcard, and I want to say 1907 was when they started doing the divided backs, where you could actually write, like on this one, it's got the divided back, and then you could put the address over here and a message over here. So the one that I showed earlier that didn't have the divided back, that was the first one that I had seen that was just plain like that. So that was very cool. So yeah, stamp language. Oh, KP, you might have been the one that was telling me. So fascinating, the stuff that you learn, truly. So we'll go ahead and start the countdown on this at 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bid in. Look at the little bear. Oh my gosh, he's so cute. Yeah, I love this one. Old World Santa Claus is such a cool thing. And let's see, we'll sell that one. The stores are looking really festive, Mom, and that is cool. All right, let's see. Sold. I got you. Let's see who's going to grab that Merry Christmas one. That's a fun card. I love it. Okay. Let's see. That is going to Mike Looks for Magic. Congratulations, Mike. That is yours. That's a great postcard. Okay, now let's switch things up a little bit. And we'll go to... what do I want to do? Well, let's do this one. I think this is just hilarious. That's why I picked. I tried to do a mix of fun postcards, all kinds of things. This is a Belgium postcard, and I don't know the meaning behind this at all, but I think it's great. If you love animals, this is phenomenal. And this is a whole little cat selection playing instruments. So someone asked about cat brooches earlier. Well, if you love cats, someone that loves cats, this is a great gift. You've got, it looks like a cat music teacher. She's playing the piano. You've got a cat on the violin, a cat on the bass, a guitar cat, and 2 cats playing flutes, maybe? I don't know, but they're having the best time of their life. And I love this. This is printed in Belgium. It has no postmark. There's the company that made it. Cool little logo. So yeah, I love the cats, and it's got the scalloped edge. I thought this was a fun one. So this is starting at $5 if anyone's interested. And this one's in great condition for its age. But I love the detail. Oh, and I just noticed there's a cat picture frame. You see that little cat up there? Like, there is cats everywhere in this little thing. So much fun. Yes, okay. MJ Bear says it's art by Eugene Hartung. That is really cool. So I've got to start researching some of the artists that did these, but I think this one's a fun one. So thank you, MJ. So we'll go ahead and start the countdown. Cats are jamming, man. They're having a great time. All right, here's the countdown on this one, starting at 5. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bid end. Okay. The Aristocrats jazz style, but Belgium. Yep. I love it. That is just such a great scene. You know, all the cats having a good time. Deborah, I should wait for Angela. I'll wait for Angela on that one to let me know. But I think that goes to Deborah. Congratulations, Deborah. That one is headed your way. Excellent grab. Okay. Now I have an Easter postcard, and I know we're not in Easter, but someone had asked me for floral postcards. So I wanted to bring this one. This is actually from Germany, so it's a different postcard, and it's absolutely gorgeous. It does say Easter greetings, but I think the floral and the egg, those poppies, just gorgeous. And then you've got the divided back, and you can see that it's all in German, and it does say made in Germany. So this one's heavily embossed. It is absolutely beautiful. This one was never mailed. So there is quite a lot of nice qualities to this one as well. Just having a little piece of history, knowing that this was never used. I love the dimensionality of the poppies and the gold and the cracked egg and that ribbon. So this is lovely. So bringing some floral ones here today. So we'll start the countdown on this one. Oh, I should wait for Angela. I'm realizing I'm going maybe a little fast. So this one is starting also at 5. Angela, I don't know if you want me to tell you every time or if you want me to, how you want me to do that. Unless there's one that the price is different, then I can just maybe start. So just let me know, Angela, how you'd like me to do that if I'm confusing you in any way, or anyone in the chat. We'll go ahead and start the countdown on this Easter one at 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bid end. Okay, we'll see who's going to get that one. And if I'm confusing Angela, then... Okay, that sounds good, Angela. So yeah, so if you guys don't have to wait for Angela to put in a start, because they're all basically the same price. So hi, Karen, welcome in. Okay, are you guys still loving the postcards? Do you want me to do a few more, or do you want me to switch back to a few of the other brooches I have? Let me know what you want to see in the chat. I've got some more funny postcards. I have a beautiful one from Venice. I have some things. Okay. Yep. We should be done and easily that time, Angela. So just let me know if you guys are still vibing with the postcards or if you want a little something different. But I will go ahead and run this postcard because I did show it earlier. This is for all of our dog lovers in the chat. This one's not postmarked, but it's made by Colorcraft out of New York. And it says, boy, will we be dog tired tomorrow. And they're just married, and it has the little cans on it, which I think is just adorable. And then the scalloped edge. The postcards are nice. People are loving them. Okay, that's great. So I thought this one was adorable because of the dogs. I don't know what kind of dogs these are, but they're fun. And this is a great little image. Actually, it would be a great gift if you knew someone that was getting married. Okay, Dennis wants the postcards. Okay, so we'll keep doing the postcards then. All righty. So this one is fun. I love that they've got clang, clatter. What a great artwork. I need to research some of the artwork as well. So we'll go ahead and start the countdown on this one at 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bid end. Yeah, Raven, they're more animated. That's true, but I figured they may be kind of styled after a particular dog breed. I wasn't sure. But that is a fun one. I love the little clever sayings on some of these. So let's see. That one, it looks like, I'll wait for Angela. I'm not going to say. MJ, you are getting that one. Excellent. Let's see. So that one is going to MJ. Okay. Now I also have kind of a fun one that I love. This one is a Victorian inspired postcard. And this is postmarked 1970? Really? Because this seems older than that. No, 1910. I was going to say that can't be right. Okay, this is I'm sticking here, and I'll let you see the image. The guy's stuck to the bench, wet varnish. This is probably one of my favorite ones. I love it. The stamp has fallen off, but this was sent from Green, New York, and then it has a message on the back, which is fun, and that kind of Art Nouveau style that I just love when they do kind of the script up here. It says, "Dear Ward, received your card. Many thanks. I am glad you still remember me. Something ever Laura, I think. Anyway, what a fun postcard. Glad you still remember me." So I wonder what the story is there. Maybe they were like in high school together and then they found each other again by card. This was made by the photo something company. I don't know. But anyway, I love this. I think it's so great. Now it does have some creasing here. All of these are not perfect. But I love the top hat and the imagery of the guy smoking the cigarette. They're very fun. So we will go ahead and start the countdown on this one, starting at 5, at 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bid end. I agree. His expression is priceless. Okay. See if anybody takes that guy home. Oh, I see Poodle is in. Let's see. There's a bit of a lag. Would you guys like me to count down from 20 with the lag that I'm seeing? And I'm happy to do that if you would like. Because I was counting down faster for timing because I do have quite a few postcards. But if you'd rather me count down from 20, do let me know. Congratulations, Poodle. That one's coming to you. Dennis, I'm so sorry you missed out on that, but I do have another kind of bench style Victorian one. This one has no line, and this is cool. This is from 1902. And it says, "We had a bad picture. We had a bad puncture. Shall be home rather late." And the tire is flat. And then this wonderful Victorian couple is sitting on the bench here, which is so fun. This is from 1902 and a great piece of history as well because it doesn't have that line down the back. And you can see it was just sent. This is the time when you could send literally to Jacob in Andover, Pennsylvania, and somehow this little postcard would make it all the way to Andover. I don't understand because towns must have been much smaller then. Because nowadays, like you couldn't mail this at all. There could be like 500 Jacobs with the same last name, but this somehow made it to where it was going, which just astounds me, really. And I'm guessing with no message on it, it would just be like you get a postcard from someone with no message, and maybe they wrote on the front and maybe they didn't, but you got something happy in the mail nonetheless. My grandmother told me because her family had a farm up in Gore, Missouri, and I think it was her grandmother's, my great grandfather. I think I have this right. Grandma, I'm sorry if I'm getting this story mixed up, but I do know this part of it is true, that they would go every night at midnight to get the mail and they would throw it off the trains. So they would wait and then they would get the mail and it would be thrown off the trains, or they would throw the mail onto the train so that it would go. And I think that they are the same people that owned a post office and they had like a general store or something. But that's wild to me. Absolutely wild. Like back in the day, that's how that would have been. But I love this postcard so much and the history behind it's great. So we'll go ahead and start the countdown here at 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bid end, friends. And think today they complain about having to deliver once a day, 5 days a week. I know. I think the post office motto is like neither rain nor sleet nor hail. There's something like that. I don't know the whole thing, but I remember learning about it at the post office, National Postal Museum, which if you ever get a chance to visit, I did not expect that to be the most interesting place, but I spent literally almost all day there when I was in DC, and I was going to hit other museums, and I got so engrossed because they have the coolest collection of postage stamps you've ever seen in your life. They have examples of the Flying Jenny, which if you don't know about that postage stamp, might take some time to research that because I think that's very cool. They actually misprinted a stamp, and when the government figured out that they did that, they wanted to take them back. But thanks to this one guy, he saved this book of postage stamps. He got them before he heard about the recall and went to get them. The Postmaster General tried to take them away from him, and he's like, no, I collect stamps. And he ended up taking it home. And they're so rare, they're worth, I don't know, like thousands and thousands of dollars. But the airplane is printed upside down. So when you go to the Postal Museum, you can actually see examples of a few known examples of the Flying Jenny, which I think is cool. Such a cool story. Neither snore nor rain, nor heat, nor gloom of night stays these couriers from their swift completion of their appointed rounds. Yes, that's it. I did, KP, I might have filmed that. I might have filmed the Postage Museum because that was very cool. Okay, so our next one is a beautiful Italian postcard. This is of Venice. It's almost akin to like a watercolor, and honestly is such a great image here. This is the Grand Canal and the Piazza in Venice. I believe the top of these might be St. Mark's Cathedral in Venice, and you can see the beautiful gondolas and the canal there and these gorgeous buildings they have in Venice. Fascinating history about Venice and how they were built on literally wooden pylons in the mud. And Venice is sinking at an alarming rate now, but very beautiful postcard. This would be a great one to frame, to be honest, or if you know someone that's gone to Venice and you want to give them a little gift, this would be great. So this is starting at $5. And I thought this one was pretty. It kind of goes along with some of the postcards that we like to show on our sale. You guys had asked for some of those, so I went through and found this beautiful one. It really does look like a watercolor that someone's painted. It's a great card. So we'll start the countdown here at 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And bid end. All right. All righty. Let's see who gets that one. Beautiful view and great colors. Yeah, whoever did the design of this did just such a wonderful job. Okay, let's see. I loved St. Mark's Cathedral, seeing all the gold and then just the insane amount of pigeons when I was there was a real treat. Lisa, that is headed your way. Lisa, I'm so glad you're getting that postcard. It's beautiful. Okay, now this one is starting off at $3, and this is because this guy does have a little bit of wear to him, more wear than just general old postcard. So that is why I'm starting this one off at $3. But I love this one, and I think it is just as adorable. Great for crafting, and it's too cute. It needs to find a home. This one is from 1923, sent out of Carlisle, Pennsylvania, which is cool because I think I've been to Carlisle. But it says, "Let's hang together." And you've got all these little Cupid dolls up at the top hanging from clothespins, which I just think's adorable. Now you can see it has a little staining here. It does have some wear, but it was sent in 1923, and it says, "Shall we?" I love that "shall we" on the back, and this was sent to a Miss Betty Howes in Carlisle, Pennsylvania. So how cute is that? This one's just stinking adorable, really is. And it's so cool. Shall we? Yes, we shall hang. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and start the countdown on this one. Look at their faces. That guy's upset. He's like, "No, I don't want to hang." And this one's just fine. That one's upside down. And this guy's just there. They're all just chilling out on the clothesline. So cute. And this was made by Smile Messengers, comic number 158 company. I don't know where they were based, but that's cool. So lots of fun history to research about these postcards. We'll start the countdown here at "Bye, Poodle. Have a great night." 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bid end. Alrighty. Oh, there we go. That one. Okay, let's see who's going to grab that. And I think I see that sold. Deborah, that is coming to you. Congratulations, Deborah. You're going to love that postcard. That one's so cute. Okay, now I've got 5 postcards left and a few brooches. So we'll go through these so that Angela can have a chance to do whatever she's got going on this evening. This one is an Easter postcard, but I also thought that the florals were really beautiful in it. So this one is starting also at 5, and it says, "'Tis morning somewhere, Longfellow." And it's got these beautiful gals in Easter bonnets, over the top florals, and then the Easter greetings there. This one is from, well, actually, I don't know, because it was sent April 14th at 12 midnight out of New York. It was sent to a Miss Frances, and there's a message on the back. So this is what the back looks like. And then you've got the Easter bonnets in the front, which I just think are so pretty. I love the mint colors in this. Let's see what the message says. "Dear Frances, how are you? I wish you and Mill a pleasant Easter. I wish I could see you all. I suspect your father is busy with the farm. And how is Nether? Mother. How is Mother? Hope your something will make the dishes. Love to you all, Aunt Dora." So Aunt Dora sent this message. Hey, Norma Jean. So we'll go ahead and start the countdown on this Easter postcard. I know it's not Easter right now, but I just thought I'd bring some different holidays, mix it up a bit. So we'll start the countdown here at 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bid end. Alrighty. Now I've got just 4 postcards. These are all kind of funny, a little bit racy for the time postcards, which I know some of you guys have asked for in the past. This one was sent in, let's see, it was sent at 4 p.m., 1905. Surprisingly, this one doesn't have a line, but someone was writing on the back anyway, so I don't know how they got away with that. But this one's very cute. I don't see any interest in the other postcard, so we're moving on to this one. It says, when you're being good, there's always something pulling you the other way. This little girl's praying, and then you've got the dog pulling her nightie, which I think is just adorable. And you've got the gorgeous Art Nouveau back, and then that fun message. This was sent to a Miss Bunt Whitcomb out of Birmingham, New York. And this one says, dear friend, how are you? Oh. Why don't you write me? And then it says something else. So, yeah, I can't read that, but that's very cool. So we will go ahead and start the countdown on this one at 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bid end. And you've got this really cool stamp on the back, the 2-cent stamp. Okay, we'll see. Great saying and very true. All right. Now, let's see. Love to see puppies years ago. They always seem to be tugging on girls' clothes. Yes, MJ, that is coming to you. MJ Bear. All right. Let's see. This one is, what did I call this one? Oh, yeah. Pulling. Yep. Okay. MJ. All right. That is coming to you. All right. Now I've got these couple ones left. This says, I've been a sprightly lad in my time, and I'm sticking it yet. This was sent in 1930. It also doesn't have a back, which is very interesting that they were able to write on this. Of course, although I guess by 1930, even if they didn't have the divided line, you could write on the back. So this is kind of fun. It's a chicken with a top hat. It's just kind of funny. This was sent to a Miss Anderson. I don't know how, again in the world, this got to these people, but it did. And then there's a really cool 1 penny stamp on the back. And I did learn something really interesting about coins, too, when I've started the coin collection. And they were talking about how sometimes you needed a coin that was the price of stamps. So they literally made different denominations of coins in the U.S. that we don't have now, but basically to match the price of stamps at the time, which is just crazy. So we'll go ahead and start the countdown on this at 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bid end. Yeah, that's a very interesting postcard. I have a few that are just interesting. Very, very interesting. So let's see. That is going to that's a young foghorn leghorn. Yes, it kind of does exactly look like him. All right, MJ, you are getting that one. Congratulations, MJ. That is headed your way. All right, now the last two that I have are kind of fun. Now, this one's a little racy for the time. And some of you guys had asked if I could bring some of those, so I thought that I would. This has a 2-cent stamp on it. Really cool. I actually don't know the year, because this was mailed March 17th of at 9:30 p.m., but I don't know the year. But this one says, "Oh, Elmer, don't be a hog." So this one's a little bit more racy. I realize it may not be everybody's cup of tea, but if you want kind of a funny little piece of history, there you go. You got the pig in this one. And this was sent to a Cecil. I think it's a Cecil. from Ray. And it says, thought you would something up a card and let you know that this will probably be my last week up here. Expect to see you soon. Love, Ray. So this one is a lot of fun. And just the stamps alone are super cool. Oh, you're welcome, MJ. I'm really glad I could bring these. I thought it was a good time to just bring some postcards, do something a little bit different. Still goes with our brooch theme because these are great displayers for brooches, but I love this one. So we'll go ahead and start the countdown here at 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bid in. Oh, Raven, very tame by today's standards, that is for sure. Humor back then was different. Very, very different back then. That is for sure. Okay. And I see that sold. And that goes to MJ. Congratulations, MJ. That one is yours. Dennis, I'm sorry you just missed out on that one, but maybe this next one will be a great card for you. This is my last postcard up this evening, and if you'd like me to bring more in subsequent sales, please do let me know. I want to strike a good balance between the brooches that we normally bring and bringing just a few little novelty things for all of you guys that see us with the postcards every week and enjoy them. So do let me know what other themes you'd like. If you want me to do a dedicated postcard live, I can do that as well, where we just go through postcards and I can run them. So yeah, they're so much fun, and I think they are great ways to display some of our brooches here. So this one is the last postcard I have. It was never postmarked or written on, so it's new old stock. And this one I think is from London. It says, I hear you're having a royal time. If you get stony broke, here's a hint for coming home. And there's these guys riding on the back of a train with their suitcases, hitching a ride home from England, which I think is fun. Very, very fun postcard. And this one's starting at 5 as well. And yeah, they have such a great history, don't they, Raven? I love them. And this has that fun kind of Art Nouveau back. And then this is some dry British humor for you. If you get stony broke, here's a hint for coming home. So we'll go ahead and start the countdown on this one. Bye, Karen. Sleep well. So here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bid end. Okay, let's see who is going to take that one. And then I've got our last two giveaways, and then I have a beautiful last two brooches to bring you all before we wrap up this evening's sale. Let's see. MJ, I see that coming to you. Fantastic, MJ. That is yours. Thank you guys for loving the postcards as much as I do. I truly appreciate it. You love this combination, the brooches and the cards. Thank you guys. Sometimes a couple has to do what a couple has to do. Yes, that's right, Rachel. Well, good. We appreciate your feedback. Do let us know, in future sales what you guys want to see, what kind of things that you want us to bring, because we always love to accommodate if we can. And I'm having so much fun with the postcards. Truly, they are great. And I know you guys for a long time saw them every week and was hoping that I would sell them. So now we have some postcards. Okay. Now, my last two brooches of the evening for this sale are just fun, and I was thrilled to get this one. It is not true vintage. I think that it's probably, you like the variety. Thank you, KP, for the feedback. I do appreciate that. This one I don't think is truly old. I think it's probably from the 80s. It's a Deco Revival, but it is, guys, just so fabulous. It is wonderful. And this particular brooch is just really sparkly and fun. So I had to pick it up. because, it's just great. MJ says, always love the postcards along with the bling. Good to hear, MJ. Burgers and fries would be nice too. I wish I could, Raven, I wish I could do that. Wouldn't it be cool if we actually could get somehow like smell-o-vision and I can have Poodle running all the snacks and you could actually legit get them while you're watching our sale? I think that would be fun. I don't know how to make that happen. But with the rate that AI is going, maybe one day. Okay, so this fabulous little brooch is starting off at $18. It's for this fantastic Deco Revival, and it kind of looks like a dress clip, but the marvelous thing about it is even though it's designed that way, it is a true brooch. It has these beautiful cabochoned purple stones in the middle, and then all of these rhinestones and marcasites. It is, I'm going to turn the light away so you guys can see this. It is really sparkly and just gorgeous. And I love the design of this one. So here's what the back looks like. You can tell that it is 80s revival, but I love it. I think it's so beautiful. It's a great way to get some of these deco looks at a reasonable price point. We're still encapsulating all the beauty and the sparkle. So this is what this one looks like. I was hoping it would show up, and I think that purple is showing up pretty well. It's a really great purple. The marcasites are very shiny in this, and then you have these beautiful metal pieces at the bottom that simulate rhinestones as well. So there's just a lot happening here with this one, and I absolutely love it. Heidi says, brooches, cards, and Nate would be perfect. Yes, I agree. We can't wait to have Nate back. We do miss him when he's not here. He's the life of our party. Okay, it would be great at the collar, wouldn't it, KP? Oh, yeah, especially, see, even with this Western style that I've got going on in the shirt, I think the deco just works really well with it. And someone earlier, I saw you, Nettie. I think it was Nettie or Norma Jean said they like my hat. Thank you guys so much. I got this at the Coca-Cola Museum when I visited, and I've been wearing the tar out of it, as I like to say. This hat's really comfortable. Okay, very geometric. Yeah, it's so cool. Let's get this on a postcard, and we will start the countdown on this guy. I love it so much. The colors, the purple, everything is just wonderful. And let me see if I have the right purpley postcard. That's more blue, but that would definitely work. Oh, here we go. Let's do this. Heartiest congratulations. We do not say that enough. I think heartiest congratulations, guys, is my new favorite phrase. Okay, let's go ahead and start the countdown on this guy at 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bid end. Yeah, I mean, the poor man's diamond, but the effect that those marcasites have are amazing. Totally, Mom. You could definitely wear this on a tie, and it would be great on a tie, great on a jacket lapel, awesome on a Christmas tree. I think because the light that catches these purple stones are just so amazing, the way they kind of shimmer. So I love that. Dennis! Buddy, congratulations. You're getting that stunner of a brooch. Oh, I love it. You're going to really enjoy that, Dennis. That's a cool one. Oh, on the British shows, yes, Mom and I are into all the antique road trip. If you guys haven't seen that, that is a fantastic show. You can watch it on YouTube. It's a series where they travel the English countryside and they have a little war to see who can sell the most things at auction, and there are all these antique experts, and they travel in these old cars, and you get the history of the towns. It's just such a wonderful thing. All right, Dennis, buddy, that is headed your way. Congratulations, Dennis. I love that. Okay, my last brooch of the evening before our last two giveaways of the night is this stunning. It's called, Dennis, it's called Antique Road Trip. So it's not road show like we have in the States, but it's road trip. And it is wonderful. And they've done, I don't know how many seasons, but they show you the map and they have a little leg. And then at the end of each episode, they take the items that they shopped for in these antique shops. They go into England, Ireland, I think also as well. And then they show you what they do at auction, and it's kind of a race. And then all the money I think that the sellers make goes to charity in real life, but it's fascinating. And they interview people in these little towns that they take you to like certain museums and things and show you around, and they're little snippets, and then the rest is all antique shops and stuff. So it's great. Oh, PBS has it sometimes. Angela said she'll put in a link. Thank you, Angela. Yeah, I love it. Mom and I got mom hooked onto it. She's watching it. She showed me an episode today where they were doing a tin shop in England, and they were looking for old tins, which is so my bag. So that was really fun. But yeah, you will never run out of episodes to watch, Dennis. Road Trip. It's a great watch. Okay, the last item I have tonight is a beautiful micro mosaic brooch, and I love these. Every time I see them and I can get them at a good price, I love bringing them to the sales because the amount of work that goes into this just blows my absolute mind. I don't know how people have the skill to do the tiny detail work that they do, but this is amazing. This is starting off at $25. And these were made in Italy. If you don't know their story, they're made out of tiny tiles. You can see that they were all hand set together. And these were souvenir pieces in Italy. Now, this one is actually marked Italy on the back. These were made as early as the 1900s, I believe, through the 1950s. This one's probably a souvenir piece from the 1950s. But why I really liked this one is it has this insane cobalt blue, which you don't often see as a colorway in these. And the red was just really detailed against the white. I thought this was absolutely gorgeous, this particular one. This measures 1 inch, so it is a nice round piece that would be excellent, on a hat or a little small place that you want a little bit of detail, sort of akin to my beautiful little brooch that I have on tonight, but just something that you could put on a collar. The blue is very different. You don't often see this just saturated blue color, and especially paired with the rope detail around the outside of the silver. I thought it was a particularly striking combination together. And just imagine setting those tiny tiles by hand. I just, wow. That is, yes, pure artistry. And they're very expensive in antique stores. I don't know, whenever I come across these in real life, the prices are just so high on these. So I was really pleased to be able to bring this to you. Okay, I'm going to get this on another Hardiest Congratulations card because I don't see why not. And we'll put this on this wonderful little postcard with the flowers, and we will start the countdown. It is so pretty, and this would make a great Christmas gift or a stocking stuffer, something truly unique that I think most people in the world maybe have seen once or twice or never at all. And that would make a great little story. When you give it to someone, you could write the little history on it, and then that's something that they can have. That's a really quality piece. I do follow an account. I think you have to be friends with her, so you might request to be her friend on Instagram. But if you love micro mosaics, I've mentioned her before, but it is called Micro Niceties. And I don't know if Angela can find her account and put the link in, but you guys got to see her collection of micro mosaics. She has brooches. She's got picture frames. Some are shaped like artist palettes. It is just worth the eye candy. And she repairs them too. So if she gets them and they're missing some of the micro pieces, the mosaics, she hand sets the tiles back in. It's amazing. So I highly recommend her on Instagram. I don't think she sells them. It's just her private collection, but I thought that would be a nice thing if you are interested in these and you like them. So we'll go ahead and start the countdown here. I see you, Rachel, at 25. Here we go at 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bid end. It truly would work on a light blouse or a denim. I think would be really pretty with this. Very, very happy because it's a little dark against my black, but there we go. Wait, what is a Secret Dealers? Oh, yes, Secret Dealers is something Angela and Nate have been watching. And I caught one episode of it. I want to watch more because what I saw, I really enjoyed. But this goes to Rachel. Welcome in, Rachel. Welcome in, Rachel. Wow, my brain just glitched momentarily. I'm sorry about that. Rachel, congratulations. That brooch is going to you. You have been here, and I acknowledge that. So thank you very much, Rachel. Okay, that's fantastic. Yes, Secret Dealers. Angela, are you guys watching that on YouTube, or where are you streaming that? It's a British, I believe it's a British antique show where they have a person trying to sell their antiques, and then they have an offer from a dealer, and then they have dealers that are actually offering, and they can choose to take the deal or not take the deal. I'm probably not explaining this well, but it's a really good show, and Angela will put the link in here. Okay, it's on YouTube. Well, that's great. You can watch it. Okay. Oh, the repair shop. I would love to see that. That sounds interesting as well. Oh, you finished the ones on YouTube and you found it on Prime Video. Okay, thank you, Angela. That's very helpful. All righty, guys. Well, that is such a great sale. That's everything I have for you all tonight. This was a little bit abridged tonight, but we will be back to our regular sales at 10 o'clock. And do stay tuned for all of those updates and things. I do post to my community tab here, and I post to Instagram as well. Let me know in the comments below of this video what kind of things you want to see. I see a lot of you guys are loving the mix of the postcards and the brooches, so we'll continue to do that. But if there's anything specifically you want us to be on the lookout for in the way of jewelry or postcards or both, do let us know. Or anything else at all that we can try to do, that would be wonderful. Yes, thank you all for the kind messages for Nate. I love that so much. We do love Nate very much, and we missed him here. But before I let you guys go, we do have 2 giveaways. I waited to the end to do the last 2. So I will give you a number range, and you will try to guess the number that I am thinking of. The first person to guess the number will get the giveaway, and they are mystery giveaways, so you don't know what you're going to get, but one of you guys that wins will get something special themed to you, hand selected by me. And let's do our last 2 giveaways. So the first one, the number range I'm thinking of is between 50 and 70. 50 and 70. Good luck, folks. All right. Let me see who gets. Oh, I already see the number right out of the gate. The number was 50, and it is going to Dennis. Congratulations, Dennis. You won the giveaway. I thought I would make it a little hard this time. Hard in that I didn't think anyone would guess that right off the bat. But Dennis, congratulations. Great grab. Congrats on winning that giveaway. Okay. And we'll let the chat settle just a minute from the numbers coming in, because I think there's a bit of a lag. And then we will do our last giveaway. Yay, your first giveaway, Dennis. That's exciting. Congratulations, buddy. All right. Now, our last giveaway, the number range is between, let's see, wait a minute, I got to do this right. Okay, because I didn't do that before. Yes, okay. It's between 70 and 100. Between 70 and 100. Good luck, folks. Okay, wow, I see the number right out of the gate. It goes to, well, let me announce the number first. The number was 75, and it goes to Kim. Congratulations, Kim. You are winning the giveaway. Excellent. Yay. All righty. Awesome job, guys. Thank you so very much. I appreciate all of you guys coming and hanging out with us tonight, being a part of our sale. We will be back as normal, and I will be posting about that. So stay tuned on the community tab and on Instagram for all of those things. I'll be working on invoices in the next couple of days, so be on the lookout for all of those things. And my mom and I have been working on some special sealing wax today, so we have some new boxes coming your way with a fun design. Thank you all for being with us, and as always, folks, I hope you save that vintage, spin that vinyl, and binge YouTube. And in honor of Nate, toodaloo, kangaroos.